After Saturday afternoon's heated heckling of Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry, several Ryder Cup spectators were taken off the Bethpage Black property. The weekend in Long Island, New York, has been filled with abuse of Team Europe's players, and McIlroy in particular. However, it went too far during the fourballs on day 2. It resulted in a slew of ejections as their struggling captain, Keegan Bradley, destroyed the USA's hopes of winning the tournament. Europe has a significant 11.5 to 4.5 lead over the USA at the end of the day. However, a day of intense drama will be remembered for almost going horribly wrong. Shortly after McIlroy insisted on playing until they shut up, sources informed the Daily Mail that additional security was hurried to McIlroy and Lowry's match against Justin Thomas and Cameron Young. Additionally, Shane Lowry yelled at a fan, and the unpleasant event was captured on tape. The Irishman seemed to be restrained by his caddy before pointing out the fan to security to have them taken off. However, it was unclear what was said to make him so furious or whether the remark was directed at him or McIlroy. Then McIlroy turned around and shouted, F******ing come on, at the crowd in jubilation as he drained a putt on 14 to him and Lowry ahead. Police were also stationed around the green with canines to assist keep the peace as he erupted. Justin Thomas of the USA also contributed by raising his hands to the audience to signal hush while McIlroy and Lowry set up putts. Although McIlroy acknowledged that his round had left him drained, he and Lowry declined to blame the American audience after their victory. Playing the Ryder Cup away is really difficult, he remarked. People may evaluate for themselves whether they went too far, therefore I won't say that. Proud we won today with what we had to go through. He, Lowry, dug in big time when I had to, and I am exhausted to put it mildly. This person deserves the credit. He supported me throughout the day. It was intense, something I've experienced before, but this is what I live for, Lowry continued. This is what I wake up in the morning for. I sincerely hope we win this competition. Keep your foot on the gas. We still have work to do. But now that I'm enjoying this, I'm quite delighted. On a stressful afternoon, more police had to come onto the course, and the Ryder Cup had standby officials they could dispatch to certain groups. The Daily Mail was informed by police that they were also advised to remain with Bryson DeChambeau's group because of concerns about tensions escalating. Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose faced up against DeChambeau and Scottie Scheffler, the top-ranked players in the world. When Rose seemed displeased with DeChambeau's caddy, Greg Bodine, entering the green while he was lining up a putt on the 15th, things there finally erupted. Rose continued to hold it, but Fleetwood stood between Scheffler's caddy Ted Scott and European vice-captain Franco Molinari as they argued on the walk to 16. On his way off the 15th green, Fleetwood also seemed to speak with DeChambeau. Bodine put his arm around Molinari after their tee shots, and it seemed that things cooled down just as fast as they had blown up. After winning another European title, Rose remarked, I was waiting to putt and maybe I didn't say things as politely as I could have, but it was taken the wrong way. However, it was an amazing match. I told the boys that it should be feud put to bed. I have a great deal of respect for Scheffler and DeChambeau, and I admire them. From my perspective, it was something that was misinterpreted, but it was a significant occasion, and I was attempting to manage my surroundings. Shortly after losing, the defeated team of DeChambeau and Scheffler declined to talk to media cameras. However, they acknowledged they were outplayed after collecting their thoughts. Scheffler remarked, they made a lot of putts and really tip of a cap to them. They outperformed us in the game. Bryson battled admirably throughout the day. Performed a fantastic job of keeping us in the game, but they played really well and they simply didn't do enough overall. It is said that some of the yells directed at McIlroy and Lowry have included insults about their wives, families, and personal attractiveness. The Daily Mail also reported that a police officer told one fan to quiet the fuck you down following a specific altercation. When fans saw signs alerting them to abusive behavior, they also jeered the large screens surrounding Bethpage Black. Since the event started on Friday, the shady vibe at Bethpage Black has been steadily growing. On the first day of the competition, McIlroy was spotted giving the fans the finger as he left the course. When the Northern Irishman came on the first tee on Saturday morning, fans in the grandstand screamed "Fuck you, Rory," at him, but he responded with kisses. A few hours later, McIlroy retaliated once more during the foursomes, yelling, "Guys, shut the fuck up," when he was attempting to make a shot and the jeers persisted. Just 30 miles outside of Manhattan, Europe tightened their lead on Saturday morning, surpassing the US by 8.5 to 3.5. This tension comes at the same time. Families of athletes on both sides decided not to attend the competition ahead of time because they were afraid that the audience might get hostile. They didn't have a fantastic experience in Whistling Straits in 2021, explained Matt Fitzpatrick of Europe, who stated his parents were not participating in the competition. That's not a fabrication or a lie of any kind. It's a hectic week, and there's a lot of travel. This week is exhausting. It goes without saying that they also want to have a pleasant week. It's undeniable that they had a negative experience in the past, but this time around, it doesn't have to be that way. It goes without saying that I will miss them this week, but what matters is that they are acting in their own best interests. On Saturday afternoon, Fitzpatrick and Tyrell Hatton faced up against Sam Burns and Patrick Cantlay of the USA. Stefan, the father of Xander Schauffele, stated that he is not attending the event due to crowd disturbances and Rory McIlroy's notorious altercation with Cantlay's caddy Joe LaCava in the golf course's parking lot in Rome. He declared, "I'm terrified of what's going to happen in New York." When they called Shane Lowry's wife in front of him, I was present at Whistling Straits. I was shocked to hear it. Then I witnessed the events in Rome. Claiming this money bullshit was very horrible, and I thought Rory McIlroy acted in a disgusting manner. The situation will only worsen. My enthusiasm for the Ryder Cup has been dampened. It becomes impossible to watch.